with Rwanda and the Congo.
I have a follow-up.
So I'm a little out of my league in that one because I didn't know too much about it. I knew one thing. They were going at it for many years and with machetes. It is one of the worst wars that anyone's ever seen. And I just happened to have somebody that was able to get it settled. I mean, just a brilliant person who is very comfortable in that part of the world. It's a very dangerous part of the world. I said, are you uncomfortable there? People are being killed. School children are being raided and killed. And I don't even want to say how, but as viciously as I've ever heard. Are you uncomfortable? No, that's the part of the world that I know. Very comfortable. Was able to get them together and sell it. And not only that, we're getting for the United States a lot of the mineral rights from the Congo as part of it. They're so honored to be here. They never thought they'd be coming to. Look, this is a very tough part of the world. They never thought, they were just telling me, they never thought they'd ever be coming to the White House, and they're so honored. And so we're going to give them a great big reception. But that's after many years of fighting. It's a great thing. That's at 3 o'clock, I believe.
So that's 3 conflicts Trump stopped now. Israel, Iran, Pakistan, and India, and now Congo and Rwanda. Please give this man the Nobel Peace Prize.
I want to shed a tear almost, bro.
Please give this man the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, what? This man has been completely unstoppable since January 20th. We couldn't have had a better decision.
He stopped the genocide, bro.
That was it. I didn't think that was stoppable.
He's also trying to broker a deal on Gaza.
You know,
He's
man.
working on a deal on Gaza. So I mean, like, what more is to be said about Trump?
We 6 months in.
It haven't even been a year yet.
We about 5 months in.
Man,
Yeah, bro. See, you know, all I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna say it the date, but I see why they did this. If you get that joke, you get, yeah. I see why they did that on that day. Really, I mean, them not even no extremists.
Yeah.
Cause they was right. Seeing this, nah, bro, this shit is crazy.
Nah,
bro.
yeah, this is crazy seeing this, bro.
Hey, bro, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We might be dealing with an evil presence, actually, though. It gotta be, bro.
Why we don't hear the pro-black people talking about this?
You gotta be dealing with the evil presence, man.
Nobody's saying
I
this.
told you what they think we is.
That's crazy.
All they gotta do is put a couple woods and some guns on the video, and niggas are entertained from that.
That's bad.
This shit is crazy.
That's their entertainment. Let's shake booty on the stage for their vote.
Damn.
Wow, man, this shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's how they look. And then this happened, like.
This the true Black Lives Matter.
Oh God.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.
It's a great honor.
Thank you, Mr. President. So, as Caroline has mentioned, President, first of all, I want to let you know that I'm the only African reporter accredited here at the White House and covered for the entire continent. So, I just arrived from Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, yesterday. I went to see firsthand how the people is feeling and the president's message, President Felix Tshisekedi, about this upcoming peace deal. And let me tell you firsthand what I've witnessed myself. I spoke with the people on the street. I spoke with youth. They know your name. They know that our president named President Trump is working hard to finally bring peace to the country.
Wow.
I saw hope. They have hope now for a better day in Congo. They see what you're doing as a future, better future for Congo. And I had opportunity to sit down with President Felix Tshisekedi for an interview because I want to understand his mind, what he's thinking, his feeling about everything that your administration is doing. And he told me firsthand that for many years, many American presidents overlooked this conflict. They didn't do nothing. Even myself, I cover President Biden's administration. I pressed many times about this conflict. People are dying in Congo. This country has so much potential, but they need help because this war is destroying the country. They never gave me any answer. And he told me, President Tshisekedi, that he's you have no idea, he's very thankful for what you're doing, for what your administration is doing. Not only him, the entire Congolese people. They see that finally they will have hope. And President Tshisekedi also mentioned at the end of my interview that when peace finally comes to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he's thinking to nominate you as a Nobel Prize Peace because he said you deserve, you have been working to bring peace in the world, not only at the Congo, and he's very hopeful to meet you in the future.
That's so nice, boy, and that's so beautifully stated. And Caroline said, number one, she did say, and I shouldn't say this because it's politically incorrect, she said, she's beautiful, and you are beautiful. I'm not allowed to say that, that could be the end of my political career, but I said it anyway. But you are beautiful, and you're beautiful inside. So I wish I had more reporters like you. So you covered Africa for a long time?
Yes, for over 10 years.
Wow.
I cover even your first administration.
Yes, I know that. That's great. Well, thank you. That's so nice that you said that.
You.
Appreciate it.
And I have one more question,
Yes.
Mr. President. Since we know in July or in the future, both President of Rwanda and the Congo will be coming
Yes.
to the United States. In Africa, President João Lourenço, the president of Angola, he is also the leader of African Union.
Good.
He
Yes, I know.
worked very hard to bring peace, but unfortunately...
Let's get him here.
Yes, that's
Okay?
right.
Would you invite him for me?
Of course.
Okay? No, we'll have. I know that he works very hard, and he's the head of essentially the union. So the union all over Africa, not the kind of union that we have. This is the union all over Africa, and I'd love to have him. So you'll let him know.
Of course,
Okay.
Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Good.
Mr.
Now you go back to where you belong, right?
I love that.
She
That was
just
amazing.
said we begged and plead for Joe Biden to help us with this conflict.
Give us an answer.
Wow.
I love
Just
that.
an answer.
They said the people in the streets of Congo know that we have a President Trump is fighting hard to bring peace to this conflict that we've suffered from for so long. How the hell can you be mad at this,
crazy,
bro?
man.
I love this shit, bro.
I love
this
this shit,
shit,
man.
bro.
I love this shit,
I
too.
love this shit,
Hey,
bro.
I understand.
Can't nobody make me feel bad for voting for Trump. I don't give a damn what they say. I don't give a damn what they say. I love this shit, bro.
Hey, bro. It's really like to really sit down and think somebody was trying to kill this man.
Hey, you be in my head, bro, because that's where I was at with it. Like, hey, bro, at the end of the day,
This shit is crazy, bro.
you can't be God, bro. Can't be God. He literally stopped probably thousands of people are dying, bro. You can't tell me God wasn't there that day, bro. I'm really there. It sounds crazy. Some people say, man, that's crazy to say that, but that's actually not crazy to say that after he saved so many. He is saving lives. Not just making America great, but saving lives in different places, stopping genocides, bro. Yeah, man, that's
But,
God.
you
That's
know,
God.
You know what I also like? Like, he's helping these countries to actually establish their own country so they can be sustainable, so they don't have to come to America where we have to subsidize them.
The devil can't beat God, man. He
Man.
can't, man. This is right here, man. This is crazy, man. This is insane.
This is
Wow,
crazy.
man. Hey, man, God's exposing everything, bro. If you're really watching this shit, it's
It's
bad,
sad, bro.
man.
Yeah, I see why. I understand now, bro.
It's good versus evil. I mean, that's really everything. That's the code word for JC's. His feet up there.
It's just
Get on the desk.
Feet on the dish.
jelly beans, bro.
They weren't extremists.
Obviously, this could not have happened without such close friends and partners
Let's put
in the
Marco
African
up there,
Union
man,
and in
next.
Qatar, who we're working a lot lately with Qatar. We're doing a lot of things with you guys, and you've been very instrumental in the African Union. Without this couldn't have happened. I mean, you may put everybody together. I do want to recognize my what I say former colleagues. It wasn't 6 months ago. I was still a senator, but they're here now. Senators Rounds and Risch. Senator Risch is the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee and a very close friend of mine, and he's obviously watched this issue very closely. He's made it a priority. And Senator Rounds has been talking to me about this before I was even nominated to the position and even during the nomination process. And we have others who are not able to make it today that I also want to recognize, Senator Coons and Booker. There's been a lot of interest in this, and we're grateful to all of them. They were invited, but I guess, there's stuff going on in the Senate, as you know. And but we're grateful that both of you are here, and it's instrumental. This is, an important moment after 30 years of war. President Trump is a president of peace. He really does want peace. He prioritizes it above all else. We saw his intervention in the conflict between India and Pakistan. We saw his intervention most recently is a few days ago in a very dangerous war, right? A very dangerous war that could have really spiraled out of control, and his intervention made that possible. And there are other places that we want to see this, but we're very excited about this, and we can't wait to have the heads of state, the presidents of the respective countries here in Washington in a few weeks to finalize the complete protocol and agreement. But today is an important step in that direction, and we're grateful to be able to host it here at the Department of State. And just thinking, we think sometimes about peace. It's not just about ending wars. It's not just about saving lives. It's about allowing people to live. It's about allowing people to now have dreams and hopes for a better life, for prosperity, for economic opportunity, for family reunification, for all the things that make life worth living. Those things become impossible when there's war and when there's conflict. So we're grateful to have played the role we've played. We acknowledge and recognize there's still more work to be done. But we thank you all very much for being a part of this historic and important day. This is really why I wanted this job, or why I embraced this job so much, is moments like this. This is, in essence, the Department of State is really the Department of Peace. It's designed to bring people together, both in our relations with other countries, but to the extent we can use the stature and the influence of the United States to bring others together. It makes the world a better place. And I honestly believe that when there's peace in the world among friends who may have disagreements and conflict, it does help America. It does help make America stronger and safer and more prosperous. It gives us partners we can do business with. And partners that we can work with to address insecurity and threats to our national security and to our collective national security. So we are grateful to both of you. I know how hard this was and how much work went into it, and we know there's more work to be done.
Okay, if you're just joining us, we've just been watching the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who has been hosting a peace agreement signing ceremony between the foreign ministers of the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. The peace agreement, as we heard there, has been brokered by the White House and Qatar, and it's to stem the bloodshed that we've seen in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo in the last few years, where a rebel group, the M23 group, allegedly backed by Rwanda, has occupied large amounts of land. So the deal just being signed now in Washington by officials of the two African countries, the DRC and Rwanda. Let's go to Alan Wekani, who is live for us in the eastern city of Goma. Alan, really your thoughts on this deal? You reported extensively on this story for the last few years. How is it being viewed where you are?
Well, it's a big step for people, but for people of DRC and also for the country, but people are also trying to see the reality on the ground here. We have to describe how the situation is, and also this deal, you heard clearly that they are not mentioning the M23 rebels and AFC coalition. This rebel movement right now, it's almost a big coalition right now, leading not only a sector or even a territory. They are now in control of the big province like in North Kivu here and also South Kivu. They have been appointing governors. They have now airport under their control. And people, by listening or by following this step in the U.S., they were trying to expect and to see what will happen exactly with the rebels on the ground here. And what we are getting from the rebellion, they are saying clearly that they are not concerned directly with this process, simply because the situation evaluated on the ground. We have to explain how things happen here between Rwanda and the DRC government, which has been accusing government of Rwanda of supporting the same rebellion, now controlling the area here. And then by accusing each other, the threat from President Felix Tshisekedi came out, even trying to mention clearly that he would like to change the regime or attack even Rwanda. And then Rwanda sent all these mechanisms or defensive measures that they are talking about. But this agreement right now, it's not saying clearly, and this is the concern of people here in the country, it's not saying clearly when the M23 will withdraw, and it's not even in the list, because they are saying it's a different process. M23 is sticking on what is happening in Idoa, and it's still a failure for now because there is not any response over there. And then Rwanda always saying that they are not the one who should ask to M23 to leave, because this is a Congolese problem. And also the country is going under a huge political crisis right now, which even the US is believing that this is the inside problem which need to be addressed, but at least they do believe that this process is a very good step which will pave the way now with another different process which is underway in Doha, and it will help at least to see how the next step will going on from now. And this is exactly what people will be following carefully from now on in the coming days, because this is still the main concern. And also we have to mention that on the ground situation is still very fragile. As right now we are talking here, I've been talking to people on the ground. There is the fighting which is going on between M23 rebels and even the DRC government and their coalition on the ground, including the same armed group which they are mentioning in this agreement, fighting alongside the DRC forces on the ground.
This is monumental. As the guy was saying there, it's the first step into the getting peace. Obviously, he said there's a lot of other stuff that got to happen. What he was explaining, if y'all could understand him, his accent was very strong.
Sound like he was repeating the shit.
Oh yeah, he did repeat himself a couple. He repeated himself a couple times. But I will say though, Marco Rubio, what a freaking superstar.
Yeah,
this dude has been killing it. Every time I see something of Marco Rubio, it's of him killing it.
There.
Like he keeps killing it. Like
he top 5 now.
This guy,
yeah.
A ticket with him and JD Vance. I don't know who I'd put as president because
either one.
But
I'll probably go.
Hey man,
if they come back out there again,
nah. I'd rather go JD or Marco over Vivek all day. Yeah, and I gotta keep it 100. I like Marco, man. He's obviously a guy that gets things done. He's a freaking rock star. Everything they've given to him, he's done a great job with it. Every time I see him speak, he does well. I mean, this guy's a freaking stud.
He's based.
Yeah. I like this guy. He ain't little Marco no more. That's Big Marco.
Big Marco, give him a chain.
Wow, man. Excuse my language. I just wish YouTube didn't fuck me up this bad, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm pretty messed up, guys.
This is sick, bro. I'm
pretty messed up,
to think about. To be honest with you, in my personal opinion, I really think that the Democrats are the real racists, bro.
They don't care about it. They just want to push their agenda and say it's good and what's good. Because the Democrats, this is what they want. They want total government control. They want the government to rule your lives and you to depend on the government and to give you handouts. So then you depend on the government and you keep reporting to people that give you the handouts because you need said handouts to survive. And I think I'm just against that, man. I'm more of a self-sufficient guy. I believe in going and learning how to fish rather than being given a fish, if that makes sense. Like, I think that's just more valuable as a man and as what we can do in America.
What are they going to say now?
Jobs not done. A foreign minister from Rwanda has told CNN, he said he's committed to supporting this ongoing negotiation, but warned that ending the conflict will depend on political will and the good faith. And he doesn't know if that is true, referring to the DRC's government. It's not done. It's not done.
You didn't watch the news yesterday. They literally announced it in the Oval Office.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. This is indeed...
Why are they there then?
Because
they're there!
This is a signing of a peace agreement between Congo and Rwanda to end a conflict that has been going on for 30 years.
Let me ask you a question.
Literally in the Oval Office.
Can I say something?
Friday afternoon.
You said something earlier. You said, and you kind of agree with Pete, when he says there's something about the media where they feel like they want to disprove Donald Trump. Is that what you said? Something to that effect?
Yeah, it happens every day.
And you think that's what they want to do, right? You think the media is going in to say he's lying and he's not telling the truth.
Right
you believe
that is the standing disposition.
Do you believe that he tells the truth?
Yeah, I do.
Every time?
You think
all presidents?
You think the president tells the truth? This current president tells the truth often.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I also think that, to our point that we haven't established, he does announce things before it's too soon.
They literally had the countries in there.
You
should let come out here.
I feel like you should stop trying to defend him just to defend him.
I feel like you should watch the news.
You guys stop.
Man, y'all gonna make me into y'all actually, bro.
Hey, they probably effed up, bro.
No one on CNN that they bring in could go toe to toe with Scott. I mean, obviously, we did see the guy say that this is the first step in an ongoing conflict, and there's a lot that has to happen. But we also did see the representatives in the White House with Trump saying that this is a peace deal. So what more needs to be said?
Oh, it literally didn't happen. I mean, all the people that can get it done were literally there.
I mean, she's right. Job's not finished in the essence, but they did come in the White House and tell us.
Joe Biden ignored it. Nobody ever talked about that. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris had all the opportunity to stop this. They didn't even attempt. They said we was knocking at their door. We couldn't even get a call back.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
I don't want to hear nothing, dude. That's
y'all
crazy.
say the right extreme, bro, but I can honestly see why they extreme at this point, bro. Because this shit is insane, bro. Y'all finna make me extreme. Because, like, hearing this shit, man, the thing is I truly want to say in my brain, I can't say it.
I can't say it right now either.
But, like, this shit is bad, man. This shit is really bad. And I'm glad the approval rating going up, people waking up. I mean, that's all we can ask for. I guess that, yeah, man. But this is a beautiful thing, man. I can't believe that this war's been going on for a minute. And
30 years.
It's been bad.
30 years.
Really, really, really bad.
And it's crazy they talk about Gaza, but nobody protests for this in America. But hey, bro.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Like, this is crazy.
Just wild.
What was that question I asked? What do you niggas want? That's
the overall question, man. But it's not even just black folks at this point. It's what do
everybody want?
Yeah, what do these people want at all? Let us know what y'all think in the comments, though, guys.